It's time for the Steve and Kyle podcast with Steve.
I won't say it was bare bones, moderate bones.
It was like if you were born with half the bones you needed.
Like, you could probably still function somewhat.
Right, like instead of having, like if you bend your finger. In this case, Steve, your holiday display was just a two-direction finger, right?
Okay,
so,
yeah.
like, it would just bend like that all the time.
So I was missing a knuckle.
And Kyle.
When I walk in, and I think, don't worry, guys, I got the rest. What do you guys think if tonight James Fallon, they see who can hop on 1 foot longer with a finger up their butt?
Their own finger?
No. This is the James
Oh.
Fallon at night show. A foam finger.
Wow.
Now, here they are, two guys who are living in style, Steve and Kyle.
Listening back to one of those when I use old pieces to put together an introduction for the week.
I have no idea what that was from.
Obviously, we're talking about Jimmy Fallon, who I have a disdain for.
Okay.
And I think that take of mine has to be in the upper echelon of my takes that have aged
You
well.
think?
I don't
When was
know.
that from? How long ago, do you know?
Ooh,
Couple
boy.
of years, maybe?
Yeah, that I... let me search the drive, because I know why I picked that when I was putting the introduction together. Because it was titled Foam Finger Up the Butt.
Okay. Very nice.
Boy, I don't. Yeah, it was carried over from my old computer, so it's at least 3 years old.
Oh, wow. Since the old Think Brick?
The old Think Brick, yeah. So that has to be... Me hating Jimmy Fallon has to be on my Mount Rushmore of takes that have aged well.
Okay.
Because
Hope Solo's up there, too.
Hope Solo
That was one of the best.
crushed it.
That was one of the best ones because she was... I don't want to say she was like America's sweetheart, but everyone was all caught up in Hope Solo because the women's national team was playing really well.
Yeah.
But you did the investigative journalism that no one else would do.
Right?
You found out that she was sending butthole pics and driving drunk with her kids in the back.
By the way, I don't want people to think, go ahead, send intimate pictures to your significant other. That is not the reason I hated Hope Solo. Did I absolutely make fun of her on social media for that until I was blocked by her? This was 10 years ago now?
I believe that
Yes, I did.
The exact term was serial butthole picture taker.
She was. Like, you'd think one of those would be enough for the significant other. But this was...
Look, man, everyone has their thing, you know?
That's true. This was a laundry list of butthole pictures being taken
And sent.
and sent.
And leaked.
And listen, I'm a stickler for the rules and denominations. If you do more than one, what does that make you, Steve?
Serial
Butthole picture taker.
Yeah.
We'll make that the flashback this week. The time that I got banned on
That was
or blocked on
early,
Twitter.
man.
was very
That might have
early.
been like one of our first 10 or 15 episodes.
Yeah.
So it's going to sound weird.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be in the upstairs of your old house,
Yeah.
Annette's house.
Yep.
Upstairs of Annette's house in a spare bedroom at like an office desk.
Yep.
Probably.
We're probably going to be talking a lot like this.
Oh, I hope not.
I remember
I think
that
was only the drunk episode.
was it the last episode?
By the way,
Episode 000, I believe we have it labeled.
The foam finger up the butt discussion there was from 2022, where I was making fun of Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
Yeah, my Mount Rushmore of takes that have aged well has to be the Hope Solo one, hating Jimmy Fallon. I don't know if I have a third. But on the other side of the coin, I obviously have COVID's the biggie.
Yeah. Yeah, that one didn't quite age well.
I think when like 18 people were sick, it was discussed on the Fast Five, which again we have coming up later on this episode. It was discussed on the Fast Five.
Mm-hmm.
And there couldn't have been a more audible dismissal of the pandemic than what I gave it.
Which is so shocking because, I mean, your wife works in the medical field. At that time, she was working, she was like in the hospital. She was working in a hospital, right?
Yeah.
In the emergency room.
A lot of people still debate about who was doing more important work during that time, her or me.
Who were those people?
It was a big discussion. Katie was working as an emergency room nurse, like a shift nurse, right? So working 12-hour shifts in the emergency room. I was delivering Red Bull. And I was declared essential.
Well, look, I mean...
So, I'm just saying.
Look, when people are down, you got to give them their wings. You were there to do it.
There's a lot to be said about all those people who were walking out of the gas station as I was walking in, patting me on the shoulders and saying, thank you for all you do.
Thank you for your service.
And I would say, no. I know I'm the real hero here, but no need to thank you.
So when you were driving your Red Bull truck down the road, going under the overpasses, and people were holding up those signs that say, thank you, heroes, you were saluting?
Honking, waving.
No problem.
Happy to do it. New summer watermelon. Sugar-free as well, 8 and 12 ounces. Just stocked up over there at the local Speedway.
Stop by Benny's.
Go get one.
I'll give you a 2-for-1 deal. Well, hey, look, if I haven't said it in a while, thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you, Steve. It can't be said enough. Yeah. Fun fact about that.
I'm waiting for a thank you for your service in this direction too, because I was in the trenches too during COVID. I don't know if you remember that.
Huh. I didn't want to say this, but us in the energy drink delivery game, we were looking down on you on the radio.
You frowned upon us. Who was making you guffaw on your...
We were tiering the heroes back in 2020 and 2021. And when we tiered the heroes, Radio Trenchman was definitely below energy drink delivery.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't mean that to be insulting.
Who was above you?
I think the guy delivering chips.
So Chip Man, energy drink guy.
Yep.
Space.
No. In those spaces, restaurant workers.
Restaurant workers.
Thank you for all you do, even though you've used that as now as an excuse to get rid of table service and add fees and everything. Thank you for your service during that time. And then 3 to 4 notches. And then the radio trenchmen.
Yeah, the radio monkeys.
Thank you, everybody, for your service.
Yeah.
Obviously, yada, yada, during that time. But yeah, that has to be my top take that aged like milk. I'm sure I've had some sports ones that nobody cares about.
Sure.
But,
are we ripe for a sports tape yet? It's been a while. It's been, a couple of years probably since you've done a sports tape?
I think about it a ton. But the only problem is I'd like to do it here with the audio setup we have here is a lot. But then I'm like...
Anytime.
We do an episode and we're just kind of like, we wrap up the
first
stuff
of all,
we need.
No. I'm not taking part in sports tape.
No, I mean, we record this episode and then it's like, oh, okay, see you, Steve. I'm going to sit here for another 45 minutes. But then if I also don't have the controls of pausing or whatever, that's a hard thing to do.
You just swing right over here. I'll show you how to operate the...
That's a hard thing to do. That type of monologuing gives me a ton of respect for the guys who do afternoon drive, whatever it is, alone or just with even with one partner. That's a tough job, man. Not what you guys do, but like what those guys do. No offense.
Jesus. How do you always beat me to it?
What those guys do is hard to do, I think. Like that is stream of consciousness. I know you and I, you are not immune. You and I listen to sports talk radio.
I did, dude. This may come as a surprise, but you and I, like to people listening, but you and I text back and forth about what's going on the midday show on the local sports station all the time
because it's outstanding stuff.
It's so good.
It's the best. Like, can you guys do that?
Because this is a Detroit-based midday radio show, sports talk radio show. But I would say most, like when I listen, yes, they talk sports, but it's not, did you see that they ran the triple deke offense or whatever? It's much more surface level. Plus, at least once or twice a week, they have a segment called, "You gonna eat that?"
That's right up our alley.
And there's nothing better than, you going to eat that? Where they talk about new foods and snacks that are coming out. And they just go around the room and say, you going to eat that? Like, oh, it's a new Twinkie with caramel and, Takis.
How is that not something that you and I do more of? Or listen, I was at the ballpark last night, the local ballpark, the minor league team.
Yeah.
And it was raining, so it was in a delay. And my wife and son were in the seats, and I said, I'm going to go take a walk.
You have to.
You have to take a walk.
That is the mecca for finding new treats.
Yeah.
Minor league ballparks have it figured out.
They do it the best. So since I've been on weight loss meds for a couple of years now, when I walk by and I go to the area of the ballpark that I used to know as the place where the fan food vote would be in this area of the ballpark.
Yeah.
But they're undergoing a ton of renovations, so it's not there anymore.
They're making that ballpark so sweet.
It's going to be very nice. In about 5 years, they're going to have like a full walk around. You'll be able, like, it's going to be
amazing.
It's going to be awesome. When I walk to where the fan food vote winner used to be, and I see a new concession stand, Steve, called the Queso Castle.
The alliteration alone is amazing.
And it's like the
Now,
overhang is like drippy cheese.
Is it Queso for queso?
Yep.
Is it then Quastle?
No.
Oh,
No.
how do you miss the boat on that?
Maybe it's a chain. And and I see...
You know why? Because there are a bunch of very, very, very white people in this, in this area. What's the Queso Quastle?
And by the way, nothing remotely close to Hispanic or Mexican food at this stand.
No.
I took a picture of the menu. And obviously the main things are all baseball alliterated.
Is it just chunk of cheese?
So like the pre-made things are named after baseball things, like the Grand Slam.
Great.
The White Cap Wave or whatever.
Okay, because the team is the Whitecaps, the West Michigan Whitecaps.
And I didn't send you this picture, but I'll send it to you now because this would have been beautiful for... You going to eat that? But I know your answer. Because when I tell you, Steve...
It's always going to be yes.
That would you like to buy a Kingdom Bowl that has French fries, pulled pork, beer cheese, crispy onions, and bacon bits on it?
Crispy onions, are we talking like the
French fried onion
Yeah,
things.
of course.
And I already know your answer.
Am I going to eat that?
Are you going to eat that?
Absolutely, I'm going to eat that. Are you going to eat that?
Steve, I took a picture, and I sent it to my brother, who I knew would be interested in this as well.
Sure.
And he said, you going to get that? I said, no, Robert, come on. I'm a grown adult, a wife and a son, trying to stay at a reasonable weight so I don't die when I'm 45.
Yeah. I mean, you already got one foot in the grave with Oinky.
Oinky's there. But to go back, fun fact about the Red Bull, I wouldn't even be certified to drive that little box truck with my defibrillator anymore. Yeah, like the DOT does not certify you have that a device.
Okay.
So my career there was already short before I decided that job's not for me any longer.
You had to retire early from the beverage delivery industry.
I put my can down. I put my lid opener or the top popper.
Now, do you ever see when a pilot takes their last flight and they land and then they make a big deal of it and they have like fire trucks on either side of the runway spraying water in the air and the pilot drives through? Did they do that with Red Bull with you?
I didn't say goodbye to my boss and I stole 6 cans of Red Bull on the way out the door. And I'm sorry, that would have been...
basically the same.
Yeah, honestly... That was a thank you for your service, if there ever has been one.
Okay.
So I sent that to my brother, and he said, you gonna eat that? I said, Robert, no, that's outrageous. There's so much food there. It's expensive. He said, what one did you do? None. Not a chance. 20 minutes later, sent him a picture of the Grand Slam, because of course I had to go back to the Queso Castle.
Okay. What was the Grand Slam again?
That was the one I described with the French fries, the beer cheese, crispy onions, pulled pork, bacon bits, piled into a bowl.
Yeah.
And this monstrosity. Steve, slightly concerned about the Queso Castle. Nobody in front of me in line. Nobody behind me in line. The duration of them making this monstrosity.
What did the Queso Castle set you back?
$16.
Okay.
At a ballpark?
Oh, I'm sorry, the Grand Slam at the Queso Castle.
At the ballpark, for what I got, over the moon about it.
Okay.
Because Katie and I were able to share. I got to the point we were near the end, and I told Katie, I am done. You take this, you finish it off if you can. But I have had enough disasters of food that that I don't need. I'm gonna send this image to you, Steve, right now because I already know.
Wait to see it.
I already know your answer, and we'll post this on our social media. Follow along as we hunt down the best pretzel and cheese in our area. That we can find.
There's one that we have to go to that somebody recommended.
Okay,
and I remembered because I've had it before and it was very good. It's about a 40-minute drive for us.
That's fine.
But I told my wife about it yesterday, and I was like, "You want to see if Kyle and Katie want to make a trip to try this thing out?"
Yes, we do.
Okay, good.
Yes,
we're doing it.
Kids can. I don't care because Reed will sit there and enjoy and watch.
How old's
me do
Reed
that.
again? 14.
Yeah. He
can babysit.
He might be able to drive us there. I haven't checked. We I found that in this very brief endeavor, I think I'm a bit of a cheese snob.
Are you?
I think so. The 2 times I've now had since we've started this endeavor, I've realized that the pretzel for me has been outstanding.
Oh my God, I'm looking at a picture of the Grand Slam right now, by the way.
So you got to get to the ballpark because I think I'm going back in a few Sundays because like I was telling you off air that Reed was a little bit disappointed he couldn't get an autograph from any of the players that he wanted.
Sure.
So they recommended coming on a Sunday where you can get on the field with the kids before the game. And I think if I go back, I have to get a Grand Slam.
I mean, if you've done it once, that's kind of your baseline now. So you have to do that plus.
How do I go from a Grand Slam to a dog? Right? I can't now go back there and say, yeah, just give me a hot dog. It's fine. No. That's sad. That's sad. But we digress. The hunt for the beer cheese continues, or the pretzel and cheese. And I've now found through 2 that the pretzel's been a delight. I haven't had really any qualms with the pretzel. Now, do I have issues with sometimes the salt distribution and quantity of salt and kind of salt? Yeah, I think anybody would. I have found myself being a real stickler on the cheese.
Yeah, I mean, the pretzels, because there's so many different varieties of them. There's so many ways that they can be made. And I guess that can be said for the cheese too, but I agree. I'm a little more picky on the cheese than I am on the pretzel.
Yeah.
Because even a bad soft pretzel is a good soft pretzel. I kind of look at that very similar to how I look at pizza.
Sure.
To me, even bad pizza is good pizza.
The people who sit there and go, "Oh, you're eating Domino's or Little Caesar." Yeah, man. That's pizza.
It's good.
It's fine.
They're a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
I have no qualms telling you that I went to the pizza portal and punched in the code to get my Little Caesars pizza.
Is there ever a time where you feel more elite than just being able to skip the line, show the QR code on your phone, and be like, boop, as you make eye contact with those losers standing in line like,
do you have bacon? Can I have a small one?
If you're an idiot sitting on those benches at the Little Caesars, learn the portal, doofuses. Grow up. For God's sake. Yeah, because if your baseline for a soft pretzel is the ones that you can get at home, that you cook in the microwave, right? And that's still, I wouldn't say that's good.
Yeah.
Are you going to eat it if it's in front of you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. If that's the baseline, the pretzels are all going to be good to really good.
Yeah.
So it's just finding which mode you prefer. Mm-hmm. The beer cheese we had in Boston, I thought was bad.
Yeah, subpar.
And then
I enjoyed the flavor of it, but the consistency was way too watery.
It was. So Katie and I had to go pick up Reed the other night, and he was going to go swim in his grandma's pool, so we had a little bit of time. So I thought, okay, let's go get a drink and a bite to eat on our way there. Mm-hmm. So we picked a place, and you know how I picked the place? I made sure they had a pretzel on the menu.
You got to. Are we going to do the beer cheese tour?
We need to do
the Steve Kyle beer cheese tour. I see a T-shirt with all the locations listed on the back. We can invite people to come out or not, and we can give our honest reviews. We can do a little video, a little social media post.
There is someone who commented to us on Instagram one of our pretzel posts, which, by the way, the fact that there's multiple.
That's a PP, by the way.
That's a double P, the pretzel post, about a pretzel festival. Let me
festival?
Beer Cheese Festival, Winchester, Kentucky. We went a few years ago. So I don't know the quickest way we can get to Winchester, Kentucky. And also, if friend of the show, Eric Haveman, would host us if we went there.
Oh, boy. Well, it's next weekend. Saturday, June 13th, 2026.
It's that turnaround, isn't it?
Downtown Winchester, Kentucky. Admission is free, but digital tasting tickets are available to sample different local recipes.
I'm going to flip this, and I know this does not sound like me. I'm going to make this is a good thing. This gives you and I 372 days to get ourselves to Winchester, Kentucky.
Okay, let's see.
So Eric Haveman on Instagram told me that it's well worth the 8-hour drive. You know what else it would be well worth?
Yeah,
you know what else it would be well worth?
What's that?
The couple $100 flights that it would presumably cost.
Yeah, that's true, because we could fly...
Lexington or...
It's $549, though.
Well, this would be next week. Check 372 days from now.
Okay. I'm up for a 7-hour drive for a little cheese.
You know what? That works perfectly. You could pick me up from the airport.
Boy, that is... Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, Lexington. We fly right into Lexington, Steve. We stop at the Woodford Reserve Distillery, which is the other way around. And then we circle around the other half of Kentucky, and we make our way to Winchester so we can get some beer cheese next year. Eric, get the guest house ready. Steve and I are coming next year.
Kyle.
Yeah.
You want me to make this even better?
Yes, I do.
Hold on. I got to pull it up on the Tron just so you can see this. Because if we drive, I know, again, that's a pretty long trip.
Yeah.
Looks like we'll be on 31 South.
For a long time.
Make our way through all these wonderful places. But look up at this map. You see where we're going to pass right past?
Oh, baby, we take a 5-minute detour and we get to see the world's greatest park in Carmel, Indiana.
Yes.
Wow.
Let's see if we can see it from the satellite photo.
The image they use when you highlight over Carmel is not that flattering.
It looks like a building.
No, it does.
Is it a
looks
building
like,
falling down?
but it's actually like an art piece in front of a building. It looks like, but
Snooze.
oh boy, so 7 hours, and you're telling me, listen.
But again, the park. It's one of these green dots here. No, not Murray Stadium. Carmel High School. No. Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Not so much.
Meadowlark Park.
Nope.
Meadowlark's a crap park.
Don't worry. We'll find it. We'll figure it out.
I want to be sure that you're saying what I think you're saying, because
That I'm in?
2 weeks ago on this very podcast,
Yeah.
we started by recapping the first words out of your mouth on a certain Sunday morning in my driveway, as this is the dumbest effing idea we've ever had.
Yeah.
And that was a 20-minute ride to the airport to fly to Boston for a day where we had a hotel room.
Uh-huh.
Your alternative that you're saying you're willing to do now is 7 hours both ways to the middle of Kentucky for cheese.
Fast five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, it's been a minute, right?
No.
It hasn't?
No, we did it. I think we did one last month.
Okay, well, that's a minute.
Is it?
Yeah.
We used to do these twice. I love doing these.
Yeah.
Because there's always something on these that you have that I don't know about, or vice versa. Always a good way to keep up with what's going on in the world that I might not know about. Do you want to go first? You want me to go first this week?
You can go first. Go for it.
I got a big one. Kicking it out for you. Steve, the Kelsey Swift wedding.
No, did they have a date? Are they married? Did it already happen?
Mighty man.
Is it off?
Read the news, idiot.
Oh no.
Next up, the California governor's race.
Okay.
You been keeping up on that?
No.
I have a gripe about it.
Okay. Enough for a gripe of the week. Like
Maybe just that on the turnaround. Okay. Just that part. Next up, Toy Story 5. Is that in your family's wheelhouse?
No, my kids have watched, I think, one of the Toy Stories, and I think that they thought it was a little creepy.
Oh, really?
With the toys talking. They may have been a bit young to watch it. I don't know.
You tell your kids.
I know.
Move out.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Next up, Pride Month.
that's June, right?
That's the month of June.
We are in Pride Month.
There's something extra special that I really enjoy about Pride Month, just being a person on social media during these times.
Oh, I bet I know what it is.
Boy, do I love it.
Okay.
Lastly, it's been a big one for you, and it's finally done. A.J. Brown.
Oh boy, I'm so happy you brought this up.
Oh, you are? Okay. So you've been invested in the trade?
I've been invested in the trade. For some reason, there are some things that stick in my craw. And the A.J. Brown saga with the Philadelphia Eagles for the last year and a half has been one of them.
Because I took this out of the group chat because I didn't think you'd care. So I followed up with Brother Mike on June 2nd when the trade happened.
You took me out of the group chat when I finally had something to contribute.
Yeah, and I would have never Listen, this group chat hit a lull about 8 months ago when Mike and I were planning the Bruce Springsteen trip, and then I think you answered 3 days later and said, what are we doing?
I believe I replied 1 or 2 times and just simply said, unsubscribe.
Yes. So, when A.J. Brown got traded from your Philadelphia Eagles to the New England Patriots, which I didn't think you'd care because it's an NFL trade. So I asked Brother Mike, what do you think of the return they got, which is a first-round pick and a fifth-round pick? I did not think you would care about that.
Mm-hmm. No, I did. I was following along with that.
What are your thoughts on the draft capital they got in return then, Steve?
A first-round pick in 2028? I think that's very good.
There's why else would you be interested outside of being an Eagles fan? Because I don't know any
big stooge.
There's something else going on.
Did you hear about the breaking news yesterday or the day before? Now, again, we're recording this
a little in advance.
Yeah, a little in advance. So this is outdated by the time you're hearing this.
Now, let me ask you, because there's been rumblings. Does this tie into the Diana Rossini thing? Because I know a lot of people thought he's being traded from the Eagles. People have known he's being traded to the Patriots for a while. And a lot of people have gone back through the Diana Rossini reporting and thought, boy, she's really doing the bidding of her lover in the public media.
Yeah, a lot of stuff was released about A.J. Brown. Yesterday, or the day before, he revealed, he admitted that he was leaking stories about the Eagles to the media throughout last season.
Seriously?
Saying and backed it up by saying, yeah, I think it was okay that I did it. And he did it to motivate his teammates.
This is jarring.
So,
do you know why this is jarring?
So he was leaking stories to the media. I'd be interested to know who the media is in this case. Was it, I don't know, Diana Rossini specifically?
Wow.
Because he obviously had a previous relationship with Mike Vrabel, who was the coach at the time when he was playing in Tennessee. I'm not a conspiracy. Well, I want to be a conspiracy.
Oh yeah,
theorist.
we're definitely conspiracy theorists. Just not on dumb stuff,
right? But I mean, there should be some kind of investigation, right?
Yes. This is jarring to me for a couple of reasons. One, you're breaking sports news to me right now.
Look, I mean, I got my finger on the pulse of sports.
I had no idea about this. So this is to find this. This is shocking news.
Mm-hmm.
If this was said in that manner, and he essentially admitted that, I have no idea how the NFL doesn't do an investigation. I don't know what they would call it, or what type of punishment there would be. Would it be just a fine to A.J. Brown or a fine to the team?
It would have to be a tampering investigation.
It seems like for the better part of 1 year, there has been a concerted effort among multiple parties to get A.J. Brown off of the Philadelphia Eagles and to the New England Patriots. This has been talked about for a long time now. And the fact that the coach sleeping with the reporter and now this player leaking news all seems to go into this weird Grand Slam Queso Castle bowl, if you will.
The Venn diagram is a circle.
Yes. It's wow.
Yeah.
I thought we were just going to talk first round draft picks 2028.
No. That is so far down the list.
Obviously, that nobody cares about that.
That is, I don't know why. I can't avoid that story.
Once it's kind of in there, and especially with the social media algorithm, but once you've, for me, we talked about it, the Rossini thing alone. We were there for every breadcrumb. Mm-hmm. I'm still there. I'm still following it along.
Love it.
I don't know if it jumped the shark with the 7-month pregnant boat rental, but I feel like that's the last update I've gotten on the Rossini scandal.
She's been pretty quiet.
they had what appears to be staged Mother's Day off the cuff photo with her hugging her husband,
smooching out front of the house.
Don't know how you ever kiss that face again.
Really weird how like literally nothing has happened to Vrabel because of it.
Yeah.
He basically said, "Oh, I'm going to go to therapy for an afternoon." And now everything's fine.
The second afternoon of the NFL draft, because obviously the first round of the NFL draft is way too important to miss. I'm sorry. I apologize for excluding you from the group chat on that, because I thought that would be something only brother Mike cared about.
Well, the thing that shocked me is, granted, I'm not an elite athlete. I know I'm not breaking any news to you.
I don't know. Listen last week, folks. This man was doing wheelies.
With flip-flops.
And you know my opinion. You're already a better driver than NASCAR drivers.
Yeah, that's true. So he is, AJ Brown is now on the Patriots.
Yep.
He has since admitted, I was the one leaking stories about the goings on in the locker room when I was with the Eagles. I don't think that makes him look great to his new teammates, right? It seems like they would be like, okay, well, I'm going to maybe keep my mouth shut when I'm around AJ in the locker room. Or if there's any smoke, maybe I'm not going to participate because he might be, in the ear of another reporter.
In sports, there is so much that gets overlooked in favor of, well, he's a really good athlete, right? And in this regard, everything about AJ Brown seems to scream that, because he's had issues pretty much at every stop of the way, from Tennessee to now Philly. And so the question is now, does he become your prototypical, in a few years, disgruntled early 30s, mid 30s wide receiver who wants more money and he's slowing down and now is a public diva? How many times? I mean, when you think of NFL players who have had public scenes, pretty much all of them are going to be what? Terrell Owens, Des Bryant, like they're all wide receivers. Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
And like George Pickens now in Dallas with just Michael Irvin dating back to the 80s. It's just waiting for that other shoe to drop. So Patriots fans, enjoy this while you have it, and enjoy it while he's in a good mood for the next 1 to 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. In his defense, who knows? Maybe he realized, like, oh boy, that was probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
And he changes his ways moving forward.
Yes.
Maybe that's the case. And they get a good couple of years out of him, but
I'm also not happy for you. I hate you as Patriots fans, and the Patriots, not happy for them whatsoever.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't expect a sports conversation.
We can go
to
on.
break out
We can go on all day.
We absolutely.
Maybe I'll join you on Sports Tate.
Could you give me a little bit of that drip when you get more from that leak and faucet of AJ Brown news? Send it along, please. Like I send you deals now when I find deals, trying to get you to be a dealsman. Please send those along. Before that, Pride Month, Steve.
Pride Month is the month of June.
June.
And I think I know exactly what you're going to say.
Yeah.
For the reason you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Can I make a guess?
Take a shot at it.
It's when companies or brands make an attempt to do a post about Pride Month and it backfires because they say something really stupid.
It's a little bit of that.
Kind of like when it's September 11th and like Radio Shack says, hey, we're slashing prices on whatever. And
you thought those towers fell hard.
Right. Yeah.
How about our prices?
It's a picture of the towers falling in the background. And you're like, you could have just said nothing.
I think that DraftKings, there's a screenshot that floats around about DraftKings had like a 9/11 boost a few years ago. No. And it's like, so yes, it is companies' social media strategies because this month on social media is the biggest hellscape, I think, of the year for any of these companies. Because if you're a company that makes a post, you're now going to be screamed at by idiots and bots from foreign countries mostly about why are you doing that? Where's straight pride? Where's your straight pride tweet?
What about white men? What month is ours?
Maybe I'll join that group, but just being totally oblivious. Did you have the same thing for reading month? Don't remember seeing the same energy for flip-flop week.
There's got to be a flip-flop week.
There has to be a flip-flop week, right?
At least a day. I mean, it deserves 7 days, but...
Hey, if there's not a flip-flop day, or and we're going to celebrate, right? For flip-flop day?
I swear, this is like within the next 6 days. I'm going to be so pissed.
First, we found out beer cheese celebration in Kentucky is too close to go.
Celebrate National Flip Flop Day by slipping on your favorite sandals and grabbing a free Jetty Punch smoothie at Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
Oh, dude, I've got bad news for you. National Flip Flop Day.
Did we miss it?
Every year. It's the second Friday in June.
Jesus Christ. So, what, the 12th? That's really bad luck. No. National Flip Flop Day.
Right.
2026, June 19th.
They moved it? They broke their own rules?
According to nationaltoday.com, National Flip Flop Day, June 19th, 2026.
These idiots
All right.
can't even figure out how to count Fridays.
Kyle, you gotta tell me that on June 19th,
Yes,
you're wearing your flops, you're letting them dogs out. Them dogs are gonna be barking all day.
I am putting a task in my calendar right now on, it can't be June 19th.
That's what it says.
You're telling me that the flip-flop people are trying to co-op Juneteenth?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would appear so.
Oh, no. Well, I'm not going to make an insensitive post on Juneteenth about me wearing flip-flops.
Yeah. Maybe we'll push that one off till next year.
Someone's got to budge. The end of segregation or flip-flops.
Huh.
I know. It's a war for the ages.
Yeah.
Before that, Toy Story 5. It's not in your family's purview. Now, is that something for you that you're like, hey, kids, let's go see it? Because for us, I mean, you're in your mid-30s.
Yeah.
But like that's a franchise from when we were younger.
But I missed it.
You were just a little too old for it?
I was too old for that.
You were BMX into Lori Loughlin while I was watching Toy Story.
Hey, Woody.
I was reminded of this because I was at the baseball game where it was Toy Story night last night. So they were wearing Toy Story jerseys.
Nice.
And I thought, I asked Reed if he wanted to see it because he's also not been someone who's seen, I don't think he's seen any of them.
Mm-hmm.
He just doesn't have the capacity. He doesn't care to sit and watch movies.
So now he's got to sit down and watch 4 of them
All
back
4
to
of them,
back.
and he's got a week. So he better buckle down.
Okay.
But not in your purview. Going to open to like $200 million. This is a beloved franchise. Like people said, I think it was the end of 3 or 4. The adults who saw it were just openly sobbing at the end of this movie.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
To an animated feature film about a talking toy.
No.
And I'm not downplaying anybody who does it. I cry at movies like a baby all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time.
Yeah.
Okay? I was crying at the Bruce Springsteen concert 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
Okay? But yeah, that is something when you look around a movie theater and there's like 6-year-olds with lollipops and you're crying like a baby because Woody got thrown in a dumpster. Before that, the California governor's race, Steve.
Have not followed it. I know that there's a lot of smoke there, but I have not had the energy.
Voting going on with that and the Los Angeles mayoral race, which we talked about in the last Fast Five, because Spencer Pratt is running again, former The Hills co-star Spencer Pratt. One of the reason I bring this up, Steve, is because somebody posted the schedule. Now, how drop-off ballots and mail-in ballots are a thing everywhere. Mm-hmm. Apparently, California allows them to be counted a lot longer. They're counting these ballots, Steve. Now the election was, I believe, a week and a half ago. Mm-hmm. They count them from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day, 5 days a week.
Just 4 hours.
Is there anything like I can't sit here and defend the idea of Californians, right, being what you think about when you like Dazed and Confused, right, or whatever. Yeah. Like, yeah, man, whatever. We'll get to it when we get to it.
We're gonna go to the beach first.
And you're like, no, they're a progressive, hardworking state. And then they release the schedule. Yeah, we'll count for 4 hours.
We don't want to overwork ourselves.
What's that? A holiday coming up? Yeah, we'll take an extra one on the long weekend. Like, I'm sorry, a city's mayoral race should be called within, I don't know, 24 to 36 hours.
The fact that voting still happens this way is astonishing.
We now have machines, right? They can all be counted seemingly a lot faster than this.
Kind of instantly.
This is, it's jarring. I thought, I guess I'll check back around the 4th of July to see who's going to be in the governor's race in California. I mean, not that it doesn't matter to me. I'm always interested in the political landscape, and I still treat election night, even midterm, Steve, I like clear my schedule.
Oh boy, we are not the same person.
I am like, TV's on. I'm telling the family, shut the hell up. Leave me alone unless you're also invested in this Alabama 2nd district, which was, declared to be a toss up by Newsweek a week ago.
Reed was really into it, right?
Very into it. I kicked him out of the room. And lastly, Steve, the Kelsey Swift wedding you've been following?
I have not. Embarrassingly, I have not been following it. Did it happen? Did I miss it?
You are far removed, Steve, from your celebrity wedding travails of when you were in the great country of England 20 years ago now. When was that?
It was 2011. 15 years ago.
2011?
Yeah.
I was working with you during that point?
Yes.
I thought it was like 06 was my guess.
No.
When you were in the country for that
The big royal wedding.
that big dumb doofus William. Right? William?
Yep. Yeah, that was
Look at him.
Billy and Kate.
Look at Kate.
Mm-hmm.
If there's ever like the physical incarnation of what's she doing with him, that's it.
But she just seems like she is the most boring person ever.
No shame in
They
that.
both do.
Oh yeah, I mean, they go to their events and they're very proud.
Yes.
They're like into the monarchy,
Yeah.
right? Like they bought in early to the idea of we're going to follow the traditions and we're going to do things the way we've been doing it. Even though it lost you a couple of wars, you bunch of losers.
Yeah.
Maybe switch it up a little bit, and then you see Harry, who had the images of him like drinking beer when he was in the military, and then totally removing himself from it altogether. Always interesting. The second most important wedding to the Kelsey and Taylor Swift wedding. You haven't. Okay, let me get you up to speed.
Okay.
Rumors are 4th of July weekend, Steve.
That's a month away.
Now I know what you're thinking. Assuredly, these two private folks are going to be married at some vineyard, maybe off the coast, and maybe in Napa Valley, maybe at a private bungalow in the Keys.
Yeah.
You'd be wrong. Do you want to know the news report?
Like Madison Square Garden or something.
It's quite literally Madison Square Garden on
really?
July 3rd.
Seriously?
I'm dead serious. Madison Square Garden, the 4th of July weekend.
I tried to guess it was either that or like the Colosseum in Rome.
Is the growing thinking is that it's the 4th of July weekend at the Madison Square Garden in New York City.
So are people going to be able to buy tickets for it?
I don't believe so. I mean, I you know what? I don't know why I'm commenting.
There's
I have
no
no
way
idea.
That can't be.
Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce wedding, Midtown Manhattan, Steve. Take their vows in front of more than 1,000 people inside Madison Square Garden, TMZ has learned and confirmed. They're renting out the world's, I shouldn't say the world's, one of the most expensive venues in the world. Madison Square. Yeah. They're notorious, like, WWE for 20 years stopped going there because it was just prohibitive cost-wise to run events there. And yet these two people are going to get married there with 1,000 people. Do you know 1,000 people?
I mean, it's going to look pretty empty.
It is.
It holds like
tarping it off.
It probably holds 25,000 people, right?
If you're Taylor Swift, and now the fanhoods for these people run deep and weird.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't admit that, but we all know. Like, you see the people who are like, I'm going on tour with, and at this point it's now like stretched to like Gracie Abrams, who I don't even know. I couldn't name one song she sings.
I don't know who that is.
But someone posted a screenshot and they're going like in the pit to like all 20 of her concerts. So fanhood for pop artists runs deep.
Yeah.
Now that this is out, how do you still do this without 20,000 people crowding the outside of Madison Square Garden just waiting to get like a peek at a dress? Because they're also not dumb people. Think what you want to think about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
No.
This is going to be a gigantic fee to like People magazine to publish the first photos. So the fear that they're like little Lindsay, who has a Taylor Swift shirt and 4 vinyls, trying to stand on the shoulders of her sister and get a cell phone picture of her in a dress. Like, I don't know how this is going to operate. This screams mess. This screams mess.
It's so stupid.
It's very stupid, Steve.
You have all the money in the world.
Yeah. Quite literally, you could do anything you want for your wedding.
You could go anywhere. You could buy an island.
Yeah.
Although that's not exactly the popular thing to do these days, to have an island, because a else.
What do you mean? Something going on?
But like, you could do anything you wanted, and you pick Madison Square Garden. I know it's a legendary arena.
Yeah.
But like, I've been to Madison Square Garden before. It's kind of a dump. It's just famous because it's Madison Square Garden. It's
not known as like an upscale, nice venue. It's just, it's been here a while, and it's in the busiest city in America.
Right. Yeah.
And so that justifies people being like, oh, I got to go see the Garden.
And I mean, okay, I understand that you're going to have a big wedding. There's going to be 1,000 people there. That's a lot of people.
You know 1,000 people?
But no, I definitely don't know 1,000 people.
I could throw a wedding tomorrow that would fit in this house.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like there's no venues between 250 and 1,000 other than Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
That's stupid.
This is going to be a zoo. I cannot wait to follow along. Boy, over the holiday weekend too, like a big travel weekend.
Okay.
July 3rd. Oh my God, can't wait.
Oh boy, yeah.
You want to go?
Yeah, I'll go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, first on my list, Scott Pelley.
Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, a bummer that went the way it went.
Good for him for getting fired, but
good for the way. Yes, the way he did it was standing as someone with a journalism and broadcasting degree, like someone standing on the pillar of journalism like that. And
you're the closest thing to Scott Pelley that we have on this podcast.
A lot of people are saying there's been replacements in the works.
Maybe is Kyle the Scott Pelley of this podcast?
That's on the poll.
On the poll.
Absolutely. Oh boy.
All right, next. Oh boy, I've been texting you about this a lot over the last couple of days.
You have?
Now again, this is we've recorded a bit in advance. So this might be old news by now. The Friday Night Lights reunion.
Yeah, who did I see missing? Because that's the first thing I look at, right?
I didn't see Saracen.
I didn't see Saracen. I didn't see Michael B. Jordan.
No.
Which are two biggies.
Yeah, and Michael B. Jordan I understand because he is a full-fledged movie star at this point.
Right, and an Oscar winner. But still, like, that would have been, like, the roof blows off that reunion because the other two biggies were Kyle Chandler and Connie Britton.
And they were both there.
They were there.
Yeah.
Some of the people
Smash
were probably...
Williams was there.
Smash Williams. And again, a lot of those people, Smash Williams, Julie, were probly just, sure, I got nothing else to do. Acting, but you don't, like, see them doing Sinners at the Oscars, right?
Right.
Warms my heart.
Oh, it has completely hijacked my algorithm the last 48 hours, and I'm here for it.
There's nobody I would rather see. And by the way, I don't want to discount Jesse Plemons. Jesse Plemons is an outstanding actor. And nominees for many awards. Yeah. Married to Kirsten Dunst. Like, I would tremendous guy.
Yeah, probably. I mean, other than Michael B. Jordan...
Kyle Chandler to a degree.
Kyle Chandler, Connie Britton, yes. But I mean, Jesse Plemons probably fourth most successful.
I might even argue that because I think Jesse Plemons might be a bigger movie star than Kyle Chandler and Connie Britton. Yeah. Connie Britton's doing television shows. Great work in television shows.
I loved her on Nashville.
She was in Rooster. She's in Rooster this season with Steve Carell.
Yeah.
Notably told my wife, don't think she fits. But,
oh, really?
Yeah. She didn't fit the role that was kept. But what I know about her. But yeah. That warms my heart because that's a show that you and I bonded over.
Oh, I love it.
That you then betrayed our friendship over 20 years ago now.
No,
it's 17 years ago. Yeah, about 16 years
about
ago.
15 or so.
Because
we
never forget, never forgive.
Even when we were watching it, it was old at that point. It was a couple years old. Okay, before that, A.J. Brown. I'm sorry, not before that, but next, A.J. Brown.
Yeah. Always love a big NFL trade. If you're A.J. Brown, you have to be kind of happy that it's been overshadowed a little bit by the Myles Garrett NFL trade. Because in terms of NFL news, he got backburnered within 6 hours.
Yeah.
So he's a little bit upset, and that's why he's now coming out and being like, hey, I leaked news.
I can't imagine what his first game back in Philadelphia is going to be like.
Boy.
Because when he was traded, a lot of people said, it seems like this was he was kind of a problem, but, he was part of the Super Bowl team, so... That's okay. 10 years from now, everyone's going to forget about all the other nonsense. I don't think anyone's going to forget about this now. He is always going to be a traitor to the city of Philadelphia.
But to be fair, that happens with everybody. Anytime any athlete asks for ass out, have you ever once given grace to the athlete saying, I want to trade?
No.
And you are, I would argue, a borderline sports fan. Like, I'm not in a demeaning way, but you're not like... putting on the jersey, losing sleep over sporting results like I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I read the news that the Detroit Red Wings captain demands a trade,
Yeah.
I'd be okay if he fell off a cliff.
Really?
Yeah. And honestly, Pride deserves it.
All right, next I also had Pride Month.
Yeah, I love it. I love watching companies squirm because how do you ignore, in terms of months being celebrated or whatever, this is probably the biggest one that gets talked about and acknowledged. Yeah. How do you ignore it?
No matter what you say, you're instantly making half of your followers pissed.
Fascinating to watch happen. I love watching this unfold all month.
Finally on my list. Wait a minute. Where did my list go? There we go. Nancy Guthrie. That story just kind of went away, right?
So this is, what's it been now? 4 months more?
I thought it was January.
Okay. So yeah, more than, so
maybe
5
February.
months, 4 to 6 months now, missing. No,
the mother of Savannah Guthrie from the show.
Yes. Nothing talked about. It feels like I don't think there's been like a law enforcement update in weeks.
Yeah.
And I know they say a lot that happens a lot of times with missing persons. Like if you don't find them, wasn't that from the jingle of a show? If you don't find them within the first 48 hours or whatever, the likelihood.
The TV show, The First 48, was all about police investigating crimes. Yes. I think in that case, it was all specifically murders. And if they don't have a major break in the case within the first 48 hours, the odds of them solving the case drop it's like off a cliff. It's crazy how much it drops if they don't have it within the first 48 hours. So that was all we heard about for a couple of weeks, it seemed like. That's all that people were talking about was Nancy Guthrie. Where is she? What's going on? Why hasn't she been found yet? Was this an inside job? Was it a ransom? Were they looking for a big payday? And then it just kind of went away, and Savannah Guthrie went back to work on the Today Show. And
I wonder, how does that? I don't think it reflects poorly on Savannah Guthrie whatsoever. I think she was off of work and had multiple videos and times of begging and pleading for anything. Mm-hmm. Now there's been, as happens with these, everybody will turn to finger pointing now. Yeah. So if you go to the internet now, it's, the sheriff didn't want to play ball with the FBI, so that things were delayed in being started how they should have been started. And then there was the leaky faucet of information where it's hey, we actually have some Ring camera footage that we recovered. And
and then TMZ was supposedly getting letters saying I'm the one that did it. But
so you're telling me those dried up entirely? There was somebody who was, I believe the person emailing or letting TMZ know was asking for a Bitcoin.
Okay.
Do you just cursorily say, what's the harm? If you're Savannah Guthrie, and I'm not saying she's a multi-billionaire. I forget what it was.
Bitcoin's $16,000 or $17,000. If you're a business like TMZ, okay.
Let's say it's $100,000.
It's like me or you giving $5.
Yeah, right. It's nothing. It's a quite literal drop in the bucket. Do you not just say, what's it going to hurt?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because I can see this from both sides. I understand why they're not out there giving us every single piece of information, because if you're onto something and if you're about to solve a case, you probably don't want to put it out there so everybody knows, because then the person that you're looking for knows that they're close to getting them.
Mm-hmm. This is it.
It just seems strange that there's been nothing.
It has been 4 months, more than 4 months, despite several leads. 84-year-old Bennett has not been found. No suspect been arrested. I mean, that doorbell footage of the people in front of the Ring cameras that
with masks on and everything.
Obviously, it was them, right?
I mean, this you hate to say it, but she's long since gone.
I don't think there's, even if you're Savannah Guthrie, you probably are telling yourself there's a 1% chance she's alive.
Oh, I think she's already acknowledged. We know that she is gone, but we just want answers
and to know what happened.
Yeah,
it's all very strange to me. It's horrifying. Being kidnapped or taken.
It's terrible.
Jesus, that's among the world, my world's biggest fears for me and anybody I know. Well, I don't know. I'd be all right if you did. You're not happy, but
if I
how long would I mourn?
If I was kidnapped, you'd be okay with it.
No, not okay, but how long would I mourn?
Can you give me a week? Give me a solid week.
business or calendar?
Business.
I'll post it on the poll. How long do you mourn your podcast partner's kidnapping? Calendar or business week?
I mean, at least like talk to my wife and get some of my favorite shirts and like wear them in my honor. Like I got a Comanche shirt on right now, which I love.
Yeah.
It's a nice like orangey
I
salmon
have no
color.
problem with the shirt. I don't know if I want to be seen wearing a Comanche shirt.
You can wear it inside out.
Oh, perfect. I'd be happy to step in front of the news for you a couple times.
Okay, good.
But that stops the Friday. EOB. Friday, the week after.
Okay.
So let's say you, I think I'm doing you a favor here. Let's say you get kidnapped on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm willing to go following business Friday.
Oh, so I'm getting Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Obviously, nothing Saturday and Sunday
Weekend
because
off. Yeah, I'm not getting paid for that.
Yeah, you go to the beach and do whatever you got to do.
Yes.
But then following Monday, you start right back up on the SAD train.
Yep.
And go right through Friday.
For you, anything.
Appreciate it.
And by anything, I mean up to EOB following Friday.
Okay. Before that, we talked about Pride Month. We talked about that also in your list as well. Just watching businesses try to toe the line.
And there's always
is a lot of fun.
Usually there's someone who keeps track. I believe there's I think 30 baseball teams, things like that. People are like, hey, here's your count. Here's your tracker of how many people have acknowledged Pride Month and how many have. It's usually like the Texas Rangers usually never do.
Yeah, I
or
saw
have a Pride night.
I saw that Bryce Harper from the Phillies made a statement about it too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he basically said like, I don't want to be a pawn in your political statements, which I get. I totally get. Now I'm in full support of Pride Month. I know many people who are much more involved in Pride Month than I am for various reasons and things like that. And I am happy to support those people. But I do think it's weird when teams are told like, hey, you got to wear this jersey for this night because we're getting behind this event. I think that it gets a little murky there. And I don't know. So I see that standpoint too, because there are plenty of people, plenty of professional athletes who, for, religious reasons or whatever, don't necessarily agree with the whole idea of Pride Month or the idea behind Pride Month. And I get that. So it seems weird when teams kind of shoehorn that into an event of some kind.
I agree with you tentatively. And then I recall again that I watched a team of grown adults wear Woody jerseys for Toy Story last night. And I'm like, well,
yeah,
what are we talking about the sanctity of this for when inherently it's a game for fun intended to entertain children and adults alike.
Yeah.
And you're wearing a Toy Story jersey, or like our local team's turning into the Michigan Snowbird. That has become an entire market now, is alternative identities. And I don't hear complaints about wearing a mallard duck on their shoulder.
Yeah.
It's only when it's a rainbow. And it doesn't say, I haven't seen a jersey that says I'm queer and I'm here, deal with it.
Sure.
They're usually multicolored or rainbow colored logo. So it feels a bit disingenuous to me when I hear opt-outs, or like when I see Clayton Kershaw wear the team sanctioned LA Dodgers Pride Night hat, but put essentially an anti queer Bible verse on his brim. It feels disingenuous to me to be like, well, I'm doing what I have to do. I don't know. I just like watching people try to toe this line because personally, I do not care. You're not bothering me with any lifestyle you choose. So I think it's funny that this, I don't know, in general, you're staying on principle when you're going out there with a glove catching a leather ball.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
I just wish we could all be like, that's what you do. Cool. This is what I do. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's be friends.
It's very weird. But
It's very much, can't we all just get along?
it's weird. It's very weird. Very weird.
Very strange. Before that, we had AJ Brown.
Yeah. Talked quite at length. I can't believe you're in. Can't believe you're like sports guy
Love
with this.
it. I love it.
That brings joy to my heart because now in the past, 6 months, you've now been sucked into your Philadelphia Flyers making a playoff run. I mean, it ended, but for 31 other teams.
Haven't watched the game since.
Never said you'd be an NHL fan.
No.
Just the Flyers. And now following the off-field saga, which a lot of people would say, like, European sports fans watch football, and they say, this is what you guys rave about? Because for all intents and purposes, that is a boring sport.
Yeah.
90% of the time for football is spent in a huddle and in a line, not the actual play.
Yeah.
But then it's that off-the-field stuff.
I love it.
It's Diana Rossini renting a boat 7 months pregnant with her lover who's an NFL head coach.
I was talking to some coworkers about something similar to this earlier in the week. And the whole idea of like, I don't want that. I don't invite that drama into my life. But man, do I love when I hear about it from somebody else.
And you know what it is? I bet you Mike Vrabel never thought he was inviting that drama in his life either. Because Mike Vrabel is the coach that when you think of the boring, well, it's all business today, folks. Yeah. It's Mike Vrabel, former player. By the way, ugly man.
Yeah.
And I will sit here and I have no problem telling anybody like, hey, that's a good looking man. I just watched a movie with Colin Farrell in it yesterday.
Oh, lovely man.
Handsome Bradley Cooper is a thing on this podcast.
Look, I tried to grow my hair to look like Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
I failed miserably because he's unattainable.
I mean, we're never going to be able to reach Bradley Cooper's face and structure and everything.
Yeah, it's not the hair that's keeping me from looking like Bradley Cooper.
I've heard Mike Vrabel talk. I've seen him.
Yeah.
Really, Diana?
Before that, we had Friday Night Lights, the big reunion that happened at some Comic-Con type event or something in Texas.
Let me ask you, when you see this type of thing happen, do you think what I think, and you might even be able to guess it, of what you want to do?
Rewatch.
You want to rewatch it, right?
I do.
You guys are mid-Sopranos, though, so you don't really have the time now.
But we also haven't watched a Sopranos episode in probably a month at this point.
Oh, get back on it. Because at this point, you're going to have a net going like... The second you turn on the next Sopranos episode, if a net leans over and goes, who's that?
Who's that guy again?
You turn it off, the rewatch is done.
Yeah.
For her. You're still welcome, but she has to leave the room. Because she obviously has not cared enough about the saga to stay invested and remember the names.
And we're getting into the meat of it, too. We're in like season 4.
Okay, so she should know them then, right?
Yeah.
Like unless she's been putting on airs the whole time and just trying to entertain.
It's divorce material right there.
Sure, husband. I'll sit down for another Sopranos episode. She's laying down. She ends up being on her phone or like watching something by herself. Like, who's that again?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Season 6. That's Tony Soprano.
Kind of a major point in the whole show.
By the way, you would have been a little too old, but like Meadow Soprano.
What about her?
That era?
Oh, yeah.
Like I talked about.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, that show started in 99.
Yep. I didn't watch. I was 12, so I didn't watch it in 99. But when I watched it early 2000s, so like early teenage years, Meadow Soprano. Come on,
absolutely.
Soccer coach episode?
Not so much.
Who didn't want to give him one of these?
One of these where he sneezed. All right, and first on the list was Scott Pelley of 60 Minutes.
Yeah, taking a journalistic stand, ended up leaving the organization. CBS now trying to say he was fired when it appears he essentially resigned. I don't know if by being fired he was wanting that, because I would assume based on his statements and based on CBS's statements and 60 Minutes statements, there's going to be a back and forth of some lawsuits.
Oh, I would absolutely imagine that.
And I cannot wait, because anytime that's opened up, there's discovery, there's going to be internal documents.
Yep.
And CBS has been kind of sneered at since Barry Weiss took over CBS.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know, Barry Weiss is a conservative. I don't even want to say that. It leans a different direction than what CBS has in the past in an effort to make it more inclusive to other people. CBS is now, and there's been noticeable changes to 60 Minutes almost immediately. 60 Minutes for decades been the pinnacle of what people look at as journalism.
The gold standard.
A main point in the 1999 film The Insider with Al Pacino and Russell Crowe about the tobacco industry was an interview on 60 Minutes.
Yeah.
Like, it is known as a paramount of that. So when within weeks a story on something regarding the current administration has been killed, and now we're delaying this, it all kind of adds on to a mountain. that it seems like it was not going the way Scott Pelley and those at 60 Minutes had been used to, in a negative light. So ends up being fired or quit, however you want to refer to it, in pretty nasty back and forth about meetings and yelling at each other and
staff meetings and stuff.
I would have guessed that 60 Minutes was an untouchable, because for a generation that's post football, that's post Sunday news.
Yep.
It's what's on.
Well, yeah, you would have thought that 60 Minutes and like the late night talk shows.
Yes. And now they're both
gone.
Unless, again, you're putting that foam finger up your butt on Jimmy Fallon's episode. You're not welcome to be on late night television. I can't wait, because, boy, that...
Well, it's going to be so different.
It is. And now the report this week, and maybe I'm being, fake news out of this, that they're honestly considering Joe Rogan as a correspondent replacement. I don't believe that was like...
That can't be true.
Let me type in Joe Rogan 60 Minutes and just make sure no reputable news source has reported it. Okay. The most recent update, because this was news. So 1 day ago, CBS had to debunk that claim.
Good.
That he was ever up for a 60 Minutes job.
Okay.
But Anderson Cooper left. Scott Pelley left. At this point, what's the harm?
What do you got
It's
left?
already a dead news program anyway.
All right. At Stephen Kyle, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's about it. We'll talk to you next week.
New merch.